Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie Soultaker. And this one comes to us from fellow YouTuber James Hayes. The movie starts off in a hospital where the Soultaker visits some random old dude and does what a Soultaker does. Puts dancing shoes on the old man and they start dancing around. Then he takes his shoes. Wait, no, that's not a Soultaker. Well, then he does that too. Then we cut to apparently what is supposed to be some sort of a carnival or festival or something like that, where we meet up with Brad, Tommy, Zach, Natalie, and Candace. Zach is trying to get back with Natalie, but of course Natalie's parents don't think he's good enough because Natalie comes from a rich family. So Natalie and Zach start talking, and they seem to make it look like that they're gonna try and get back together and all this other stuff. So the five of them get into a car, and the Soultaker appears on the highway, which causes them to crash their car. And it would appear that the five of them didn't make it, but, well, their bodies are still there. Their souls flew out. So now it's down to Brad, Tommy, Zach, and Natalie to try to outrun the Soultaker because, well, he gets Candace's. Because hers didn't bounce out of her body when just go with it. So then Soultaker gets Brad's soul, then he gets Tommy's. So Zach and Natalie figure out that they need to get to the hospital and jump back into their bodies. The Angel of Death tells the Soultaker he has till midnight to reprieve theirs, or it's gonna end badly. Well, long story short, Zach confronts the Soultaker and figures out, well, he can't feel pain, so he jumps off the top of a building, and he somehow still winds up back in his body. He goes in to get Natalie, and Natalie's soul goes back into her body, and everything winds up great, and the Angel of Death takes the Soultaker and puts him into a ring. It's pretty much what this whole movie is also all about, is life rings. Of course, I prefer Lifesavers rings, but, they're pretty good too. So, it's the next day. Zach shows Natalie that he's fixed up his old car, and Natalie's parents accept Zach. They kiss, take off, and the movie ends. And this one stars Joe Estevez and Robert Starr. You might remember Robert Starr better as the Maniac Cop. So why did this movie suck? Oh, well, okay. This was an early Joe Estevez movie, back before he really started doing bad movies, and believe me, I've got one set up for you guys that could maybe be one of his worst. The movie is a little silly, it is a little ridiculous, and it's all around dumb. And there are times you just sit there and you're really shaking your head. There's one part where Brad and Natalie are in a convenience store and they're trying to get the clerk's attention, and he throws something, I think, at a bottle, and breaks, and the clerk looks around him. Yeah, they pretty much spend a lot of the movie going, why can't anybody hear us, and we saw our bodies, and what's going on, da da da. Yeah. There's a really creepy moment in the movie. I won't give it away, but James, if you would, for me, let's just say it's the scene where Natalie gets home. That's all I'm going to say about it, because after something happens after that, it's a little creepy and uncomfortable. It's nothing graphic or gory. It's just kind of like, what? That's a little weird. But yeah, the movie is crap. A lot of the characters in this movie, you either look at them as either idiots or jerks or both. So the movie's pretty dumb. It's pretty lame, but there are far worse Joe Estevez movies out there, and like I said, I'll be reviewing more pretty soon. In fact, I think this guy might start being tied with movies I've reviewed with more B-movie actors. Clint Howard so far I think holds that record, but Joe Estevez, he's coming up pretty quick. But there you guys have it, a review of Soultaker. Special thanks to James Hayes for his request, and well, hopefully he's going to get some videos on his channel pretty soon. And of course, hey, if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. If you got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that might have starred the relative of a famous actor who's probably not that famous, send it my way and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.